This week on commandN, Chat Roulette goes on tour, female bloggers fight back, and Jeff talks to Tether. Welcome to episode 209 of commandN. I'm Amber. I take back all of my comments last week about it starting to feel like spring. It's actually starting to feel a little bit like winter, even though it actually is spring. Now, there was lots of tech news over the past week, so let's get right into the headlines. Our headlines this week are sponsored by our good friends over at GoDaddy.com. We have many great deals that you can check out online at commandN.tv/GoDaddy. But again, one of my favorites is the deal for $7.49. To get a domain name for this price, all you have to do when you go to GoDaddy.com is use the promo code COMM749. That's COMM 749, and a domain name is yours for just $7.49. A columnist for the Globe and Mail made quite the stir last week when she asked the question, why are bloggers male? As I'm sure you can imagine, there were many female bloggers who were up in arms about this comment, who in turn asked Margaret Wente what she was thinking when she wrote this. Well, fortunately, Wente agreed to go online and take part in a live conversation and explain why she said what she did, and I think she's come around a little bit to our way of thinking. And when I say our way of thinking, I mean us female techies and bloggers on the web. A very creative web user named Merton recently went online and sang along with people who he met on Chat Roulette.
Reclining dude in a white tank top, leaning his head on his hand, semi-Italian looking, just like his parents had planned.
Kind of like an ode to the people he met on the live video chatting service. Well, a singer-songwriter named Ben Folds has taken the same approach at one of his recent concerts in North Carolina. While he was live on stage, he went on to Chat Roulette and he sang to the people who he met on the very interesting but yet not PG service.
I gotta play minor chords, gonna read sideways. If you turn your head, I win. Ah, you win.
Nestle is making big waves in the social media world in terms of what not to do. They were recently under attack for some of their practices that affected wildlife. Instead of opening up the conversation and asking people why they felt the way that they felt and encouraging conversations, what happened on their Facebook fan page is that the person moderating this page on behalf of Nestle was very sarcastic to many of the people who were commenting there. And so now this person has really become a poster boy for what not to do when you're practicing social media for a corporation. For the very first time ever, Canadians are spending more time online than they are watching television. Just to give you some stats in terms of how much TV people are still watching, for the age group 55 and over, they're watching approximately 20 hours of television. For those people between 18 and 34, they're watching much less television, about 13 hours a week.
I'll be there for you.
We've seen puppy cams and many other live cams that are monitoring what animals are doing on the web. But I think this is the first time ever that we've seen the owl cam. On Ustream.tv recently, you could watch an owl giving birth to his babies. So we always love these animal stories.
Hi, I'm Jeff MacArthur, and we're here with Patrick Hankinson from Tether.com, whose company produces a really great mobile phone app. Can you tell us a bit about Tether, Patrick?
Sure. Tether is an application you can put on your laptop, PC or Mac, and on your BlackBerry to transfer the data connection to your laptop. So virtually you can get internet anywhere. So you could get internet right here in this park where there might be no Wi-Fi access.
And you guys started off doing this for BlackBerry. It was called Tetherberry at one point, right?
Yes.
So what's happened with the name change there?
We changed our name to Tether basically because we want to move into new smartphones. Right now we have the Android beta with about 10,000 users, and our BlackBerry version is still running strong. We have about 120,000 users now.
What prompted you guys to start the development on this?
Well, actually, our business partner, he asked TELUS if a solution was available, and their employee said no, but we soon found out that that's not true. TELUS just charges $8 per meg, So I mean, you can't really use it, and they just tell their customers not to even bother.
A lot of this stuff really gets determined by the carriers in terms of the limitations imposed and stuff, whether that's very visible to the public or behind the scenes. What do the carriers think of you guys, and the product producers as well, like Research in Motion and others?
So far, the carriers, we haven't received any feedback from them, but our plan is to go to the Wireless Enterprise Symposium here in April and try to communicate with the carriers that this solution should be a solution that all BlackBerries have, and with very limited fees. Like I said, $8 per meg is kind of ridiculous, but the reason that we want to get carriers on board is because right now they're spending hundreds of millions of dollars in advertising on these air cards and air sticks, where they have to manufacture hardware, and basically it's just a whole bunch of hassle for them when they could just be using software on the phones.
So is there any concern with the product producers here that they'll co-opt this kind of functionality and start building it into their devices and cut out tether, or how does that work?
Well, actually, Research in Motion, they have their own product already. In our speed tests we've done, we're about 50% faster, which is fairly significant. We're a lot easier to use. We're carrier agnostic, which means that you can go from carrier to carrier without needing to change your settings. With Research in Motion's product, you need to set up a profile for each carrier.
So how does somebody start using Tether?
It works over Bluetooth and USB. So you just go to tether.com, and there's a download button in the top right corner. You need to enter your email, and then you'll receive an email with the instructions, and it's a $50 one-time fee.
Well, thanks so much for talking with us, Pat. Looking forward to trying it out.
All right, thanks.
Now it's time for our web pick of the week. This is not a place where you want to go if you want people to praise you. Instead, it's a place where you can go to get constructive criticism. You sign up for an account on the service, and then you ask people in your network to tell you how you should be doing things better, how you should live your life better. So people come there and they really give you criticism, and it's all anonymous. I'm not sure if I want to open myself up to this, but it's kind of a neat idea if you're looking to really better yourself. Now that's all for this week. As always, we love your comments and your constructive criticism. All you have to do is find us online at commandN.tv. We're always there, we're always participating in the comments, and we hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
So think about your masterpiece. Watch the Rockford Files. We call to see if Paul can score some weed.
Now let's get right into it. There were lots of
Rest. Fight a battle, who could care less?